Ladies and gentlemen, every single one of us has experienced some form of suffering at some point in our lives. Whether it's worry, anger, frustration, or any other negative emotion, we all know how it feels to be taken out of a beautiful state. But the good news is that we have the power to end our suffering, and it all starts with a simple decision. The decision to say, I am not going to suffer that if suffering arises. This is a powerful statement that can change the course of your life. When you make this decision, you're telling yourself that you're not going to let the negativity consume you. You're going to take control of your thoughts and emotions and steer them in the direction of positivity. But how do we do that? How do we end our suffering and find happiness? The answer lies in shifting our focus. Instead of constantly comparing ourselves to others and focusing on what's wrong in our lives, we need to shift our attention to something greater than ourselves. This could be our children, our spouse, our mission in life, or anything else that we're passionate about. When we focus on something outside of ourselves, we're able to tap into a deeper sense of purpose and fulfillment. We're able to find joy in serving others and making a difference in the world. The human mind is a powerful tool, but it's not designed to make us happy. It's designed to keep us alive, which means that it's constantly looking for what's wrong. But we don't have to let our minds control us. We have the power to take control of our thoughts and emotions and focus on what we want to create in our lives. So, I challenge you to make the decision to end your suffering. Decide that you're not going to let negativity consume you anymore. Shift your focus to something greater than yourself and tap into a deeper sense of purpose and fulfillment. Remember, you have the power to create the life you want. It all starts with a simple decision. So, make that decision today and start living your best life. My dear friends, I am here to remind you that life is a beautiful journey, and it's up to you to make it worthwhile. Every moment is an opportunity for growth, and every obstacle is a chance to become stronger. But what happens when life doesn't go the way we planned or hoped for? What do we do when we feel lost and unhappy? It's important to understand that our thoughts are incredibly powerful. They have the ability to shape our reality and determine our happiness. If we focus on negative thoughts and allow them to take over, we will inevitably create roadblocks that prevent us from achieving our goals. We must train our minds to stay focused on positive thoughts and to let go of any negativity that tries to creep in. It's not enough to simply think positively, however. We must also be mindful of how we think. Is our thought process stable and consistent, or is it scattered and unfocused? Do our thoughts resonate with our goals and desires, or are they holding us back? We must also remember that what we believe to be possible or impossible is not always the truth. Nature has a way of surprising us and exceeding our expectations. So why limit ourselves with negative beliefs and self-doubt? Our job is to strive for what we want, no matter how big or small our goals may be. Remember, life is a journey, not a destination. It's up to us to make the most of every moment and to never give up on our dreams. So I urge you to stay focused, stay positive, and stay committed to your goals. With hard work and perseverance, anything is possible. Let's make every moment count and live our lives to the fullest. Ladies and gentlemen, we are all guilty of measuring our self-worth based on the external factors that society has conditioned us to believe are important. We have been taught that success, happiness, and fulfillment are all determined by what we accomplish, how much we own, what we wear, and the labels we attach to ourselves. We have been programmed to chase material possessions and societal status, while ignoring the most important aspect of our lives, our inner selves. We send our children off to school, and we teach them that their grades and accomplishments are what matter most. We forget to teach them the value of kindness, empathy, and compassion. We forget to teach them that true happiness comes from within and not from external validation. But let us take a moment to reflect on our lives. Think back to a decision you made in the past that drastically altered the course of your life. It may have been a decision that you made 10, 15, or even 20 years ago. If you had made a different choice, your life would have been completely different today. Perhaps it would have been better, or maybe it would have been worse. But it would have been different. The truth is, the decisions we make in life can have a profound impact on our future. But the most crucial decision we can make is to commit to living in a beautiful state, no matter what happens in our lives. We must decide to cultivate inner peace, joy, and happiness, regardless of external circumstances. It is easy to get caught up in the rat race of life and to measure our success by societal standards. But it takes courage to break away from the mold and to live life on our own terms. We must embrace our true selves and let go of the false self that society has imposed upon us. So let us make a commitment today to live in a beautiful state, no matter what challenges we face. Let us strive to cultivate inner peace and joy, and to live life authentically, with purpose and passion. We have the power to create our own destiny, and it starts with the decision to live life on our own terms. So go out into the world with confidence and purpose, and know that you have the power to live a beautiful life, filled with love, joy, and fulfillment. You are capable of achieving anything you set your mind to, as long as you commit to living in a beautiful state, and never give up on your dreams. Remember, the most crucial decision you can make is to live in a beautiful state, no matter what happens in your life. So go out there and make it happen. I want to talk to you about the goodness that is already within you. Often, we try so hard to be good, to be spiritual, to be recognized as better than others. But the truth is, we don't become good by trying to be good. We become good by finding the goodness that is already within us and allowing it to emerge. The ego has many ideas. It wants to be recognized as spiritual, as better than others. It might even say, I want to be good, but on that level, the essential dysfunction of the ego is still operating. This is why we have the phrase, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. No matter how good our intentions are, if we are still trapped in the ego, it will always take us into conflict eventually. So what do? We need to go deeper, beyond the realm of opposites, where there's good and bad, and find that place within ourselves that is unconditioned. That place is what some call God, the universe, or simply consciousness. It's a place where the mind is no longer operating, where we are just conscious without thinking. This is what the formulas express beautifully in the Old Testament with the saying, "Be still and know that I am God." This phrase contains the entire wisdom of religion in just a few words. It reminds us to go to that place where the mind is still, where we can connect with the eternal. So my dear friends, I urge you to take a moment each day to be still and connect with that unconditioned place within yourself. Find the goodness that is already within you and allow it to emerge. Don't try to be good, just be. And when you do, you will find that you are already good, that you are already connected to the eternal, and that you are already living the life you were meant to live. Remember, the goodness is already within you. You just need to allow it to emerge. So be still, connect with the eternal, and let your goodness shine.